Our nation, Biafra, our land, Biafra, our nation, Biafra, our land, Biafra. We are fighting for a nation full of love. Our nation, Biafra, love. Guiding up hope and peace and joy. Our nation, Biafra, love. No matter what you have or where you are. Our nation, Biafra, love. Everybody, let's come together. Our nation, Biafra, love. No one is to be rejected. No one is to be neglected. No one is to be defenseless. All in Biafra land, oh. It's time to give justice a chance, so and reject the evil ones. Restore our nation, love. We are fighting for a nation full of love. Our nation, Biafra love. Guiding up hope and peace and joy. Our nation, Biafra love. No matter what you have or where you are. Our nation, Biafra love. Everybody, let's come together. Our nation, Biafra love. We are supposed to have peace. No more oppression. Nobody will rob our children of the future and riches. No more games or politics. Just love and equality. Hope for humanity. That's how it's supposed to be. We are fighting for a nation full of love. Our nation, Biafra love. Guiding up hope and peace and joy. Our nation, Biafra love. No matter what you have or where you are. Our nation, Biafra love. Everybody, let's come together. Our nation, Biafra love. We are one strong family, one people. We are one strong family, one people. We are fighting for a nation full of love. Our nation, Biafra love. Guiding up hope and peace and joy. Our nation, Biafra love. No matter what you have or where you are. Our nation, Biafra love. Everybody, let's come together. Our nation, Biafra love.
Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
As we continue to mourn the very great and talented Ikonso, which means the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself.
Biafran warrior, Ikonso, freedom fighter man, Ikonso is our hero, Ikonso in a resting at the paradise.
You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on.
You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. Ikonso, you will live on. Ikonso, yeah. You are a hero. Ikonso,
Walking the ground,
We are perished, because it is appointed unto man to die only but once. It is the way you die. It is the way you exit the stage of man.
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. You just have to say goodbye, my hero.
Ebani no nechebe kasino to guanana. You left us, but you live on.
On obogo, ante kwala Biafra, njinji tireji, ala juroye. Iya inuruta, ESN commander. Umunne rarayanye, Ikonso wala.
choose to keep
and I ain't waiting for you. It's to restore that to you.
For they choose to keep
There will be no mercy. There will be no mercy. I'm telling you that you no. Let that heaven fall. That you will perish. That is the will and vision of the Most High in the evening.
Because your death will be remembered.
As Biafrans mourn you, the whole world mourns you too.
It truly pains my heart that you are no more.
You are a hero.
The shock can never go out from my heart that you are no more. Continue fighting.
You are a hero.
Emmanuel Ekuso, your sacrifices will never be forgotten. We will get Biafra for you. Reincarnate soon.
And the consul will be avenged without apologies to any idiot wherever in the world. And work is ongoing to that effect. And we're not going to stop until the heads are complete. 2,000 of them.
Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite Channel / television. We are live and direct. This is your live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite Channel / TV. Right from Biafra land, we are live and direct. And today's date is 27th of January 2022. And the time right now is exactly 12 minutes past 11 p.m. in Biafra land. If you check your time from your location, it is now 13 minutes past 11 p.m. and it is 13 minutes top of the hour, depending on your time zone where you are joining and listening from. So this is live. We hope not to spend much time this evening because we have just few things to talk about this very evening, and we have some expositions to make. So we pray that we minimize the time, because nowadays we don't want to be talking too much. We have talked a lot. We have spoken well. We have tried to educate our people. And right now, everybody can see it beyond reasonable doubt, the people who actually are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release and for the restoration of the kingdom of God here on planet Earth, which is Biafra land. Now, you all know that tomorrow, being 28th of January 2022, 28th January 2022, which is going to be Friday, the IPOB media personnel or media warriors will be conducting ESN fundraising, and we make bold to say it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, gave every one of us the right and opportunity to support, to contribute, to conduct fundraising in support of ESN, the Eastern Security Network our men who are on ground, making sure that our farmland is being secured, making sure that Fulani terrorists do not invade our land, rape our women, desecrate our God-given land, graze on our crops with their cattle, kidnap our people, and butcher our people. That is the worst part of it. These men have dedicated everything they have. They have dedicated even their own life to make sure that our land remains sacred. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is our leader, indomitable leader, gave everybody, not just Biafrans, including lovers of freedom, those who are not Biafrans, he gave everyone the opportunity, the chance to contribute, to support financially, and even conduct fundraising in support of Eastern Security Network. That's why every time he announces, if you have any ESN money on your disposals, make sure you remit the money into ESN account. He has said it time without number since the formation of the Eastern Security Network. He's been saying it. He didn't say it only but once. He said it time without number. In other words, people are raising funds for ESN. And he never condemned any. He never stopped anybody or any group of people from raising money for ESN. The only thing he normally says is, if you know you have raised money, you have conducted fundraising for Eastern Security Network, make sure that you remit the money in the ESN account. And this one we are doing today, we do not have any other account that we want this money to be channeled to, if not the authentic, or should I say, the authenticated, or let me say, the approved Umweri account, which is approved by our indomitable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will be playing you some voices this evening from Chika Edoziem. And when I play you the voice of Chika Edoziem, not his broadcast today, of course not. And then I will play you his last, broadcast when he floated the business account, which is Biafra Freedom Limited Liability Company account that they are going to use in no distant time. That they may use in no distant time to take loan, because we are still asking questions. What is the rationale behind opening a business account, a company account? We are still asking these questions. And of course, as usual, shame will not allow them to give us answer to that. So you are going to hear those two broadcasts. Those two broadcasts is going to show you beyond reasonable doubt Chika Edoziem, who he's working for. Those two, I'm not talking about the charlatan. I'm not talking about the nonsensical broadcast he had today, dejected and defeated. When you're listening to that very broadcast, begging Biafran people to support them, you will now understand how dejected, frustrated, and defeated they look. I'm talking about the broadcast he made, the first ever broadcast he made after our leaders kidnapped, which took him days, if not weeks. And after that, I will play you another broadcast he made when he floated the company account that they opened in the name of IPOB ESN support. So, having said that, I will prove to you where these people that call themselves DOS stand today. And I will also prove to you with evidence how the account of Umueri is authenticated by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Although our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about it not once, he talked about it several times, even before he was kidnapped. So what we are not going to allow is anybody to truncate the process that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started already before his kidnap and rendition to Nigeria. We must make sure that we keep the fire burning. If you believe in IPOB, if you believe that the freedom of Biafran people will come through IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you must make sure that every command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his footsteps must be followed and must be kept intact. Anybody telling you that now they are in charge, so their own command is the one that will stand, and the one of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be abolished, that person is actually the real saboteur. How will Mazi Nnamdi Kanu feel? How will Mazi Nnamdi Kanu clap for these criminals when he comes out from the dungeon or from the captivity of the enemies, and he found out that all the people that he appointed in this very struggle and placed them in different positions and offices or departments in this very struggle have all been removed, sacked, and even expelled from this very glorious family of IPOB. How do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will clap for the criminals who are fighting tooth and nail to sabotage everything that he has built? Did you hear again today, Chika Edoziem came live on Radio Biafra and started again mentioning the names of our people in Biafra land, not even the names of those who live in the diaspora. I don't have problem with that. He can mention names as he likes. No problem. Even if you want to sack them, of course, this is just a dramatical sacking of members of IPOB. You know very well that it doesn't hold water. Every member of IPOB remains members of IPOB, and those who hold offices in IPOB, their offices remain intact. Those that their names have been mentioned, this is just a fallacy. Their offices remain intact, and it will continue to remain intact until our leader comes out and say otherwise. Now, what am I trying to say? Chika Edoziem came live this evening after speaking like a dejected and defeated animal. He went on to start mentioning the names of our people in Biafra land, including their locations. You all listened to it. I don't know if you did. He mentioned the names of IPOB members, including their locations in Biafra land. What kind of sabotage is that? Or what other kind of sabotage you are looking for? You want to sack somebody. You know very well that it doesn't hold water. But even if you want to do that, why can't you say IPOB coordinator in Aguata is sacked? Or Aguata zone is sacked? Or Onitsha zone is sacked? Why don't you say so? Why should you go ahead to mention their names and their surnames, including their location, in order to give the Nigeria DSS opportunity to trace them and murder them, just like they have been doing in the past? Chika Edoziem, why are you hell-bent in destroying Biafran people? Why are you hell-bent in killing our people? Why should you go on Radio Biafra and start mentioning names and locations of IPOB members in the name of sacking them? In Biafra land, not just in the diaspora, in Biafra land. That is a direct sabotage of our people in this very struggle. And Chika Edoziem must be held accountable or responsible should anything happen to our people, especially those that he has mentioned their names here in Biafra land. Chika Edoziem will be held directly responsible should anything happen to our people here in Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I did not hear him do that. I didn't hear him during the course of sacking a Biafran in IPOB, and he will start mentioning their names, especially when everything became, the way it is, when the land became very, very bloody. Since the formation of the Eastern Security Network, that the Zoo Army, not just formation, not just ESN, since 2019 that our leader began to broadcast again after Operation Python Dance, I've never heard him mentioning people's name and their location in Biafra land during the time of sacking them. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. Chika Edoziem even went further to mention the name of an Eastern Security Network member in Ebonyi State. I wonder how such a thing is. The only Orimonu, just like the way China Sanwo-Olu did. And you all know the result. So this is to show you how these criminals that call themselves DOS, how far they have gone in sabotaging our people and render them, or should I say, play them directly into the hands of the Nigeria murderous security agents. Now, having said that, I want to start immediately because I do not want to waste time on this very live broadcast. I want to start immediately playing you the voices of Chika Edoziem, the man who claimed to be the HOD in IPOB. I want to start immediately playing you his voices, his broadcast, after our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told him, or should I say, after our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, approved the Eastern Security Network Umueri account for donations, contributions, and fundraising in support of the ESN, operatives. Now, the first voice I want to play for you right now is the time Chika Edoziem, God blinded him. God blinded him. He never knew that a time like this will come when they will start jumping up and down from A to Z, from one place to another, from one account to another. He never knew that this day will come until God blinded him. God blinded him, and he went to Radio Biafra and actually announced the approved Umueri account. Now, I want you to listen. I'm going to play it while we analyze it.
Finally, the last matter that I need to speak about here, and I'm asking Biafrans to pay very close attention. IPOB Worldwide Family, we had an account opened in the United States of America by the leader of this movement, and we gave it the name ESN account. Of course, that's not the name it was, but we know when we say it is an account for ESN, we know what that means. That simply means that funds raised on behalf of the ESN contributions on behalf of the ESN goes into that account. Of course, we also have another account here in Italy that was also meant for Europeans to be pooling their ESN funds together. But this does not in any way detract from the fact that we have a worldwide ESN account. And when this account was shut down as a result of what has transpired, a new account has been opened. And that new account will serve the same purpose as the one that was closed, meaning this new account will be an account for ESN contributions, ESN fundraisings all over the world. If you raise funds in the name of ESN, Eastern Security Network, you have to send that money to this new account. I'll give you the name, I'll give you the particulars in a moment. And anybody who wishes or desires to support the ESN that are on the ground, in the bushes, making sure that our forests are safe for our mothers, making sure that our forests are safe for our fathers and our relatives to undo their usual farm work. This account is there to provide them every logistics that they will require to carry out their functions and duties effectively. Therefore, all the controversy about account must cease tonight. And the new account for ESN goes as follows. I'm going to rush through this, but the information regarding this account is already in the possession of every continental rep, and all our continental rep must ensure that this account is also made available to where we have regional reps. This account must be made available to them, and the regional reps in turn, and of course continental reps where we don't have regions, will ensure that these accounts are made available to their national coordinators, and the national coordinators will disseminate this account down to the family, to the last man, to the last unit. And people can begin from now, from this moment, to pay in their ESN support funds into that account. If you have raised funds and you are holding it for ESN, please, you have the directive this very moment to make sure that that fund is transmitted or transferred into the new ESN account. And the account name is this: Unueri Arodi Areli in USA Corporation.
Did you hear that?
Once again.
Hold on. Biafran people, did you hear that? I believe it's very, very clear. He said the account name, after all the long grammar he spoke, he finally announced that the account name is Umueri Arodi Areli in USA Corporation. After all the grammars, he landed there. And after this, I am going to bring to your screen, of course, I know you all have the flyer for the tomorrow's fundraising. But I will still endeavor to bring the flyer to your screen so that you may see if the account number you are seeing on your screen right now, mentioned by Chika Edoziem, if there's any difference from the account number that we are using for the ESN account that they have already tagged fake. And this is not what I want you to pick from here. After mentioning the account name, we are going to know or hear from him directly who actually approved this account. And after then, I'm going to play another of his broadcasts where he floated their own individual account for their own business company. And we will hear from him, the same man who approved that very account. And from there, you will know whom Chika Edoziem and his criminal gang of DOS members are actually working for. If they are working for Biafrans, IPOB members, or Biafrans at large, under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's command, or if they are working for their own pocket, under their own command. We are getting there. We are getting there, like I said. Now let me take it back a little bit so that we will hear him correctly.
This very moment, to make sure that that fund is transmitted or transferred into the new ESN account. And the account name is this: Umueri Arodi Areli in USA Corporation. Once again, the name of the account is Umueri Arodi Areli in USA Corporation. This account is domiciled with the Bank of America, and I realized I was on mute. I wouldn't know if
the account number, please, you mention it. It's from there.
Okay.
You muted yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry about it. Now the account number, let me repeat it, please. My apologies. 446 048 777 991. Again, 446 048 777 991.
Did you get that?
The number goes this
No, hold on. We will come.
05.
Biafran people. Did you hear him? This is good. You know, when he did this, he never knew that a day like this will come. He was thinking that every Biafran will be following him sheepishly. Remember, this is the account. And even before our leaders kidnapped, he had already been talking about it. And we are going to the website, the official IPOB ESN website. Let's continue. I don't want to analyze anything so that you don't forget what you have already heard.
446 048 777 991. The routing number goes this way: 05 200 1633 052 001 633. This is the routing number. And you can pay as well or make your contributions through Zelle. And the Zelle email address is umuchuku567@gmail.com. You can as well make your contributions by Zelle, and the Zelle email address is umuchuku567@gmail.com. Additionally, people can make their contributions if they go to IPOBinusa.org website. That is our official website in USA.
Did you hear him?
If you go there, you will see the donation buttons and you can make your donation.
Did you hear him?
And for those outside of USA, there will be a need for SWIFT code when you are transferring funds from outside the United States into the United States. There will be a SWIFT code, and that SWIFT code is as well also available. So all this information that I have set out this very moment, they contain in the information or the notice that your coordinators will make available to Biafrans worldwide. And I do not hope that we will be talking about issue of ESN fund going forward, because for me, that is quite unnecessary. I am to some extent disappointed that people have been regurgitating this matter on and on and on and again, and creating the impression that we are focused on ESN fund when our leader is languishing in the hands of the enemy. That actually must not be the case, and that is not the case. Therefore, anyone, I repeat, who begins or comes after tonight to talk about whether this account is authentic or not, then ask that person what his or her interest is. Everyone must focus on the duties assigned to them. Be on your goalpost and carry out your functions, and leave the rest for those who has that mandate to carry them out. This information I am giving this night is a directive. As if, mind my word, as if this directive is coming from Oyendu, that is the way every one of us must. If you're an IPOB family member, you're a principal officer, that is the way all of us must adhere to this very instruction tonight.
Did you hear him?
Because going forward, there will be no excuses.
Did you hear him? This instruction is coming from Oyendu. From Oyendu. I hope you heard when he mentioned our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the first broadcast made by Chika Edoziem after our leader's kidnap. Now, hold on. Among the first broadcasts, I cannot authoritatively confirm if it's the first, the number one, but I'm very certain it's among the first, the first broadcast. This broadcast is among those broadcasts he made earlier on when our leader was, recently was newly abducted. Now let's continue.
There will be no excuses. And we must refocus our energy. We must recommit ourselves to our objective. Our objective has not changed. The long-term objective has not changed. It will not change until we have achieved that objective. Our short and immediate term objective at this moment is nothing else than that the leader of this great movement, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is released unconditionally, because
okay. Now,
finally,
I want you to hear something again from this same broadcast. There's something I want you to listen very, very attentively, please.
Last matter that I need to speak about here, and I'm asking Biafrans to pay very close attention. IPOB Worldwide Family, we had an account opened in the United States of America by the leader of this movement, and we get.
Did you hear him? By the leader. That's a place I wanted you to hear. By the leader of this great movement. Write it down. By the leader. I want you to, leader is just a person, a single person, one person. So I want you to write it down. By the leader of this great movement. Now, I want us to, you also had, when the broadcast was, nearing the ending part of it, he also said, he now mentioned the name of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You had it. Now, I want us to, I want us now to listen to his broadcast that he made. I think that was on the 22nd of November 2021, when he floated another account, their own company account, asking Biafrans to donate money into that very account. Now, I want us to know who actually opened that account. He's going to say it by himself.
He's a Nigerian. No?
He will say it by himself, not me, of course. I am not going to say it. He will say it. Let us hear him. At least from there, we can understand where Chika Edoziem truly belongs. My people everywhere. Hold on, just let me get the actual place where he spoke. I want to get there directly. I don't want us to, listen to all the broadcasts because he knows how to talk shit.
Our society, to destroy the foundation.
Okay.
To destroy the fabric of our.
This very broadcast was made on the 22nd of November 2021. That is the day Chika Edoziem floated their own individual account, asking Biafran people to donate money into that very account. Are you getting it? Asking Biafrans to donate money into that very account. So, what you are going to do right now is to listen very, very attentively, because you will understand the difference between Ebe and Ebe. Now, let us go.
Our existence as a people. The sale of any form of hard drug is unwelcome in Biafra land. If you are dealing on this, don't say you are not one. You have to relocate out of Biafra land, because the consequences you probably will not be able to tell it. Biafrans, I know those of you have been waiting and expecting and wondering what had become of our financial support to the great Eastern Security since the closure of the account, the fraudulent account that was opened by people who have different intentions and objectives than for the reason that that account was in the first place.
First of all, he lied. First of all, he lied from the beginning of, talking about this account. He said, you may be wondering, Biafrans, you will be wondering, what is the financial support? What is the status or whatsoever of the financial support to the Eastern Security Network after the closure? I don't know if you heard it. After the closure of the previous account, which is Umwere account. Of course, that is a typical lie. How could Chika Edoziem be lying? How could you be lying to Biafran people? ESN account is never closed for one single day. Who closed it? Chika Edoziem does not have access to ESN account. That is their madness. That is the madness of China Sanworu. Because they thought that after the kidnap of our leader, everything will now fall into their hands. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew that Chika Edoziem was there. The same thing Albanim told Ken Ntakanu, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew that Ken Ntakanu was there. But he never made him the HOD. He never even brought him into the DOS, cabals. Rather, he gave it to Chika Edoziem. The same thing. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew that Chika Edoziem was there. He knew that Chika Edoziem was the HOD, but he gave the control of ESN to the hands of Madam Oyibo, because he knew that these vultures, their eyes are on money, finance. That is where their eyes are. He also knew that Nnenyanya cannot be trusted. That's why he didn't allow her to control every single fund, every fund in IPOB. And he knew that ESN is very, very crucial to this very struggle. That's why he handed it over to a different person entirely who can handle it. So that there will be no story. We cannot put all our eggs in one basket. Because if you put all your eggs in one basket, if anything happens to that basket, all the eggs will be broken. But as a wise man he is, he divided the eggs. Are you getting it? So that in case, if anything happens to one basket, another one will sustain. That is how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu operates, as a very, very wise man. Now let's listen to him. I want you to note it down that he lied. He has no authority over ESN account. The previous announcement he made after our leader's kidnap, one of his first broadcasts, he made that very announcement through the instruction of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you getting it? Until now, they marched together because they were thinking nobody knew what they know. Until they blasted Ken Ntakanu. And Ken Ntakanu has to let them know that he also knows. He knows what they know. And they have to march together and work together because they know what each other knows. Are you getting it now? Because they try to divert the attention to Ken Ntakanu because they know what Ken Ntakanu knows. But they never knew that Ken Ntakanu also knows what they know. Until they now know that they all understand the game they played. That's why they have to march together to work together.
I want to tell you that this evening, have finally received the approval from the highest command of this movement.
Did you hear did you hear it? I hope it's very clear now. He said that we have finally received approval from the highest command of this movement. Of course, this is not the first time you have been hearing DOS is the highest command. Did you hear it? I hope now. Actually, this is where I wanted you to listen to. The previous one, which was made early time, our leader was kidnapped and rendered to Nigeria. He said, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He mentioned his name. But now he said that we have received approval from the highest command, of which we all know that they have been clamoring that the DOS is the highest command. This is not the first time. They have been clamoring, they have been saying it, including their errats, all their errats, including the idiots in South Africa, the one in Germany, the one in Austria. They have been saying it. DOS is the highest command, including China Sanworu. They have said it time without number on Radio Biafra that the DOS is the highest command of this movement. So now, how comes he said that the account is approved by Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu previously, when our leader was newly kidnapped and rendered to Nigeria? And he came now, end of the year, November, 22nd November, end of the year. He said that we have received approval from the highest command. So in other words, they themselves, the DOS themselves, including Ken Takano, have commanded and they decided to float new account for their own business enterprise. For their own business enterprise. Oh no, let me take it back a little bit.
You relocate out of your land because the consequences to Biafrans all over the world. To make a new account available to IPOB families worldwide, and to make a new account available to friends and lovers. Biafrans, I know those of you have been waiting and expecting and wondering what has become of our financial support to the great Eastern Citizen since the closure of the account, the fraudulent account that was opened by people who have different intentions and objectives than for the reason that that account was in the first place.
Even now, I even listening to it clear. I didn't even hear it before. He said, Biafrans will be wondering what is now the financial support of the ESN since the closure of the fraudulent account that was opened by people who have bad intention for this great movement. He said fraudulent, the same account he announced on through under the instruction of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he mentioned that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has approved. He mentioned his name. He came back again after they have all gathered, all the vultures in IPOB have decided to make it now open that they are ready to crumble the family and make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is held perpetually, in perpetuity, in the dungeon of the terrorist DSS in Abuja. Now they are ready to make it very, very open. He now levied allegation that the ESN Umueri account, that he himself announced and told Biafrans that Onye Nduma Nnamdi Kanu has instructed, has approved, is now fraudulent and opened by some people who have bad intention to destabilize this great movement. So he never knew that we will dig deep and bring out that very broadcast he made earlier. He never knew. And if he's just joking, he's playing with, you know, they say autopilot. He's playing with autopiloters in IPOB. He's playing with autopiloters, but we will continue. We are going to continue, you know, opening their buttocks. We will continue proving to them that they know nothing. We will continue bringing out their evil deeds and their evil agenda towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB family. We cannot stop. We will continue.
I want to tell you that this evening,
listen,
we have finally received the approval from the highest command of this movement to make a new account available to Biafrans all over the world.
I want you to listen very, very attentively until he finished talking about this account. If he's going to mention the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like he did previously. Just like he did previously when he announced Umueri account. I want you to listen very, very, very well if he's going to mention the name of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he is the one approved this their new business account. I want you to listen. We started from beginning when he started talking about this their new business account, and we will listen to it till the end. It took him no less than 6 minutes talking about account. When you listen to the full broadcast, he never mentioned about the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He never talked about it. He never said anything. He never even conditioned the zoo government that this is what we are going to do. We are going to do this if you fail to release our leader.
To make a new account available to IPOB families worldwide, and to make a new account available to friends and lovers of the Biafran people who desire and who wish and who want to support our struggle for liberation and our struggle for independence. And of course, that support is the support that is to be given to the Eastern Security Network, who are doing great work. The account is as follows. The bank name, and this account is domiciled at JP Morgan Chase Bank. The account name is Biafra Freedom LLC.
LLC.
The account number.
You know, when they talk about the LLC, they think we are gullible. They don't want to tell you the meaning of LLC. Our original account, which is Umueri, is corporation. Even the Zelle account, the one they closed, the account itself, not the email address. The Zelle account was also, it was never in any way LLC. Even the IPOB account, worldwide account in Germany, it's not LLC. LLC means limited liability company. How could you open an account for indigenous people of Biafra worldwide as LLC, limited liability company? Are we company? They are using ESN to open an account, not ESN, a Radio Biafra, so that whenever they feel like, they will use Radio Biafra as a company to borrow money, to take loan, and never to be held responsible. Mad people everywhere.
Is 759 800 660. I take it again. 759 800 680. 680 and not 660. 680, I beg your pardon. And the routing number is 021 000021. Of course, this account information will be put in a flyer and distributed through our usual channel through the continental reps, who will in turn make this account information available to every national coordinator and down to the list unit or zone that we have worldwide. Therefore, do not worry about taking the information down, because we will bring out a flyer, proper flyer, that will stipulate all the information that you require, and then this will be made available to Biafran families worldwide. But what you have to take from this evening, or what you have to take away this evening from this broadcast, among other things, is the fact that a new account where support for the Eastern Security Network can be channeled and should be channeled and must be channeled has been approved by the highest command of this great movement.
Did you hear it again?
That account is domiciled.
Did you hear it again? Has been approved by the highest command of this great movement. And who is this higher command? Ken Takano and the DOS. They have been saying it. They have been saying it. China Sanworu and all their Iraq warriors have been saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. DOS is the highest command. I'm sure you all must have heard it time without number. You all must have heard it time without number. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of this movement of IPOB. DOS is the highest command. They have been saying it. They have almost all their program, especially the idiot in Germany, the one that borrowed money from his wife to buy chair in order to look like Simon Ekpa. He's been saying it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. DOS is the highest command. Even the one in South Africa. This is the statement they normally use to open their program and to close it. And who is that highest command? The DOS and Ken Takano, who is now in charge of IPOB Lego team. This is it. Now let me finish it. He spent 6 good minutes talking about account without mentioning the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the total minutes he spent on this very broadcast is about 23 minutes. He spent 6 minutes talking about money, finance, account, new account. And now the remaining minutes was, divided to say 1 or 2 more things before he closed.
JP Morgan Chase Bank, United States of America. The account name is Biafra Freedom LLC.
Biafra Freedom Limited Liability Company. Biafra Freedom Limited Liability Company. Chika, Edoziem, stop deceiving yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. And they didn't tell us who is in charge of the account, though. Nobody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can. You can't. Amubogi. you can't comprehend. You can never in any way do or be or act like a leader like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That man is too strict, too straight, too upright, too forward, too innocent. He is too transparent. Whatever he does, he tells you in case. We know who is in charge of IPOB worldwide account. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us this. We know who is in charge of ESN account, Umweri account. Madam Oyibo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us this. Are you getting it? We know all these things. That's why whenever they tell you they're working on the ground, Fabundiori, how are you working on the ground to release the leader of the nation? The leader of the nation of Biafra land. You tell me you are working on the ground to free him. So I cannot participate in freeing my leader. I should go about my normal businesses and leave a man who is fighting for my right, who is fighting for my freedom. For you alone to use your underground work to release him in this critical time. Unbelievable. Now you heard it.
The rest informations, like I said, will be made available properly to all the family worldwide. As from tomorrow, starting from tomorrow, all national coordinators, all continental reps, and every coordinator for that matter that has in his or her custody the support and contributions and funds that were raised for the support of Eastern Security Network shall begin from tomorrow to make sure that that fund gets into the account for the young men and women, the brave young men and women we have in Biafra land. They have jobs to do, and we must equip them properly. We must give them the logistics. We must give them what they need to carry out their functions efficiently and effectively. I have also this evening some announcements to make.
Now,
some very important announcement.
Now he's done. Biafrans, this very man started this very broadcast. Honestly speaking, I must be truthful. I must be straightforward. I'm not lying because what I can never do is to blackmail anybody. Chika Edoziem started this very broadcast from 53 minutes. 53 minutes of this very broadcast. And he has ended, he started talking about the new account. He started talking about the latest account, the latest LLC account, limited liability company, from the 53rd minute of this very whole broadcast. Now, he has ended it on 59th minutes of this same broadcast. That is 6 good minutes. While he spent all the time on Radio Biafra, I think around 23 minutes. 6 minutes has gone to finance because that is where their aim is. So you have heard it. He has told you all you need to know. The first account, Umweri account, the one you are seeing on your screen, was approved by Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He himself said it, not me. In case if you are just joining right now, please, once we are done with this live broadcast, make sure you know the minute when you join. Once we are done, I want you to replay the broadcast again from beginning until you get to the place where you joined. Are you getting me now? You replay it. Chika Edoziem himself said it, that Umueri account is approved by Onyendu Mazenam Dekan, of course. But this second one, they floated on the 22nd of November 2021, is approved by the highest command, which we all know that the DOS is the highest command. Please, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, you can call me and correct me. In fact, from now, the number is open. Any call that comes in, I am going to receive it. So from this minute, the line is open. If you know that I'm wrong, that the DOS is not the highest command, as they have let us know. Some time ago, they began to share, recorded audio of our leader saying that the DOS is even our leader said it. So the account is approved by the DOS. While the original account, which is Umueri, is approved by our leader, Mazenam Dekano. Chika Edoziem said it by himself, not me. Are you getting it now? So as we move, the line is open. If you think I'm wrong, you are free to call in and correct me. We are doing it practically. We are doing it practically. No be joke. Now, tomorrow, since you have now understood that this account is actually approved by our leader, Onyendu Mazenam Dekano, and that is the same account we are using for ESN fundraising. Anything less than that is fraud. Akamadroya. Akamadrokoyo. My hands are not there. So any fundraising for ESN, which is not made to to Umueri account, please count me out. My hands are not there. My hands are not there at all, at all. That is fraud. Are you getting it now? So it's clear. It is very, very clear for everyone to understand. Chika Edoziem has said it by himself. The account is approved by Onyendu Mazenam Dekano. The Umueri account. But their new account is approved by the highest command of this great movement, which is the DOS, Chika Edoziem and the Neneanya, including Kenon Takano, Utichina Sanworo, the highest command. The highest command. Now I think it's clear. So having noticed that the account is approved by Onyendu Mazenam Dekano, which is Umueri. Now, I want us to talk briefly. I want us to speak briefly over the upcoming fundraising, which is today. The time right now is 18 minutes past 12 a.m. in Biafra land. 12 a.m. in Biafra land. So it is today. It is today. Now I'm having calls already. I don't know. I think I have to pick. But before I pick the call, let me show you something that you will definitely like to know or like to see. Let me show you. Having realized that the account is actually approved by Onyendu Mazenam Dekano. Now, what you are seeing on your screen right now is how it is. This is how it is. And we are standing by the command, by the commandment of Onyendu Mazenam Dekano until he comes out and says otherwise. And I'm very certain he can never in any way crucify us who stand on his, words or commands. Now, moving forward, first of all, let me pick this call. I wish you will make it very, very brief. You're welcome, ma. Tell us something, please.
Hello, Biafra Unite.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, Madam Samson, calling from Arizona State in the United States of America. I don't have much to say. One, listen. Aren't you happy that there is a living God?
Of course, always.
Okay. No matter how you lie, you continue to lie. One day it will burst like a balloon. Bolo, bolo.
Definitely.
We have never doubted that Onyendu authorized Umeri account. We have never doubted it. I don't think anybody that is a true Biafran that follows what is going on your platform will doubt it. I don't think so.
Definitely.
Now, this thing has been going on. This Umeri account, which Chika Edoziem, the Lord pushed him today to honor that it was what? Approved by Onyendu. This same account, they say it was a forged account. It was not the right account. Okay. Now, you didn't make him to say it. We heard his voice. But the thing is that record never perishes.
Of course.
Now, thank God, you have gone and fished it out, hearing his voice, when he's acknowledging the Umeri account. And that is the blessed account by Onyendu Commander. Now, the limited account they opened, they know their cohorts, they know themselves. They know the one that is controlling them, whether by voodoo, by whatever, is Ken, Casanova, Idi Amin, Khan. That's the one that is charging the limited account. Okay, we're not arguing anything anymore.
Exactly.
Edoziem and the cohorts, all of them, they should know they are null and void immediately after the exposition of vote of no confidence.
Sure.
And that was the day they got dead and buried. So why? There's nothing they can do. They've been trying, the one they're trying to undermine you, Simon, him, and Sima, everyone that are good. The more they're trying to undermine you people, don't you see how the God is uplifting all of you?
Exactly.
Okay, so they are getting tortoise inside the Okoya or the Chicky bush. That's not moving anywhere with their back. If they have shame, they should not even come to the national TV to speak again. I am telling the honest to God.
Exactly.
And if I have a platform inviting any of them, I won't do. Like some people are still inviting Wazirike to their platform. Ex-convict.
Unbelievable.
That people do not know that Wazirike went to prison, not for Biafra. He went to prison because he kidnapped people.
Wow.
Why would we? So, God bless you. Bless those that are lovers of freedom. Bless those that speak the truth, because the truth shall prevail and will always set you free.
Sure.
Who will not know that Umeri account is inspired by the spirit that guides our Onyendu account? You people need to know that he's the prophet.
Exactly.
So, everything is open. And every day, they try to cover up. Their yash or their hands is blown up into the universe. God bless you. And that's Mother Sansu speaking from Arizona. Bye.
Thank you so much, my lovely mom. Thank you so much. I appreciate that piece of contribution.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Now, Biafrans, I am bringing to your screen the upcoming fundraising, which is taking place today by 7 p.m. is starting by 7 p.m. Biafran time. That is what you are seeing on your screen right now. This is the whole information that you need. So for the fact that it's right here on your screen, you may not be able to, you can only screenshot it, but you cannot be able to. I want it in a way that you can be able to click it and make sure that you join the Zoom, the Zoom meeting, which we will be using. I myself will be there. Mazi Simon Ekpa will be there. Nsima will be there. Nelly will be there. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. But every genuine freedom fighter under IPOB, in IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every genuine freedom fighter in IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be there, be it autopiloter or not. Be it autopiloter or not, as long as you are genuine freedom fighter in IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have no any other excuse than to be there to support Eastern Security Network with any, whether little or big, with whatsoever you have. Caller on WhatsApp, just hold on. Now, I don't need to start reading it out for you. I have, copied it. So what I have to do right now, for you to have it, for you to have the information, I am going to paste it on the, on the comment section, so that you can copy it by yourself. No need of screenshots. You can copy it by yourself. And then after you copied it, you paste it somewhere on your own device, so that by that time tomorrow, you just go there. If it's on message box or wherever, you just click the link and then you are there. You join immediately. That will be more easier for all of you. Now, we also have it on our community, because where I'm showing it to you right now from our community, direct from our community. So you can as well visit our community. You scroll down, definitely you are going to see this. This is how it is. This is it on your screen. So once you visit our community, you will definitely see it. But right now, just the easiest way is for you to copy it from the chat section, because I have already pasted it. I think you can see it right now on the chat section. It is there. Caller on WhatsApp, please talk to us briefly while we move.
Biafra ụwa niile unu na-ege ntị afa mbụ ibe abụchi Biafra Unite. I thank you for the exposition tonight.
Thank you.
In fact, those cowboy freedom fighters in Germany and the Buka bandits, they will cover their head in shame.
You see?
They will cover their head in shame, because they said nothing done in hidden that the sun won't expose when the roof blows it away.
Definitely. That's great.
So therefore, I was on their platform the other day, and I told them that account that they are ridiculing, we will come out now massively and donate to it. And just like the exposition you made tonight, Chika Edoziem has nailed his coffin tonight.
Definitely.
By this exposition he did. He has nailed his coffin. Because I cannot understand for the life of me why he came out today and started ranting, pretending to care for the struggle that he has been instrumental in destroying.
He himself destroyed. If not that God brought us.
In destroying. So therefore, Chika Edoziem, all those people that he's promising doom in Biafra land because they are not cooperating with his directives, that doom that he's preparing for those people, he should mind himself, because that doom might be his own undoing.
Definitely.
I I thank you very much. And Biafras, let's go out massively yet tomorrow and donate to the ESN accounts.
Definitely.
And put these cowboy freedom fighters, put them permanently on the run.
You see? You see?
Have a good night, my brother. Chika.
Thank you, my brother. You didn't tell us where you're calling us from, or is that not necessary?
I'm calling from Sweden.
Oh, okay. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
The same, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome. Of course, people know the truth, and once you speak it, that will definitely save you and give you freedom. That is the word of God. You know the truth. Only the truth shall set you free. That is the word of God. Of course, not from me. Now, I have pasted the link to the broadcast for anyone who wishes to join live on air. You are free to join while we move. Let me pin the message as well. Let me pin the link on top of the chat section. That will be more easier for all of us. Now, okay. I think you have seen it. Everything is very, very clear. Like I said, we are not going to take much time this evening because, believe you me, we have so many things at hand. And I'm very certain that God will continue giving us strength to, to stand and make sure that we accomplish everything accomplishable in this very struggle. The next thing I want to show you is there's an update. There's an update from Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, but I think I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. I will read it tomorrow because I did not plan for it. Or let me just read it. I've not actually read it. I haven't read it, but I have seen that there's update. There's an update from our lawyer. So let me read it. If there is anything to address or to analyze on it, then I will do that tomorrow. But let me just read it for all of you in case you haven't come across it. It says update on our routine visit to our indefatigable client Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the headquarters of the Department of State Services DSS Abuja today, being the 27th day of January 2022. According to him, our visit to our indefatigable client, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today remains positive as our legal strategies were discussed and he is in firm spirit. Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deeply appeals to Umu Chineke to avail themselves of the peace initiative presently ongoing and not to be distracted anymore. He further implored all Umu Chineke to keep their eyes on the ball because enemies are struggling in vain to entrench disharmony. Onyendu reiterates that the ongoing interventions towards peaceful coexistence must be respected, encouraged, and abided by. His call for unity among the entire Umu Chineke at all levels who believe in his peaceful message cannot be overemphasized. Furthermore, Onyendu extends his warm regards to millions of his fans and followers who have equally remained consistently resolute and focused. He is convinced that the present situation will only last a while and he will emerge victoriously. He also used the opportunity to offer special prayers for me in commemoration of my birthday, as he believed most strongly that the future is crystal bright and holds much good tidings. Consistent with our usual request, we crave for your unrelentless prayers and supplications to the Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiama. It will surely end in praises. Amen. Thank you all, Umu Chineke, and remain blessed. Signed, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, ESP, IPOB Lead Counsel, 27th January 2022. Okay. Now, this is very, very plain. In fact, since I addressed Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, nowadays, I can't congratulate him enough. Yeah. So, because nowadays he's coming out very, very clear. Very, very clear. Sorry. Nowadays he's coming out very, very clear and delivers direct message, not, trying to defend criminals in the DOS. You cannot defend indefensible. You can't, because the truth is staring at us at face. You cannot. And he talked about peace, whatever. I don't know who is conducting the peace meeting. I don't know, is it DOS that came today and congratulated the IRAT who are abusing and laying false allegations against the innocent people who are genuinely fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra land. So I don't know who is initiating the peace, or probably Mbazurika Amechi, because last time he was interviewed by BBC Igbo, he said he's talked about the peace initiative, but the peace initiative is between the Biafran people, the Biafran people and the northern people. Of course, in as much as Fulani is concerned, we can never ever be in peace or unity with Fulani. There is no way. It can never ever happen. There is nothing anybody can do about that. We can never ever be in peace with Fulani in one Nigeria. If anybody succumb to that, I myself can never ever succumb to that. There is no possibility over such a illustration or insinuation. My wonderful comrade Nsima, you are welcome to the show. Please talk to Biafran people.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Biafra Unite, I salute you. I salute everybody. I salute all Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom. Of course, you know my name. My name is Aparawa Nsima, the third son of Edu. I am from Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom is a good Biafra, Cross is a good Biafra, and we must continue to protect and defend our land.
Sure.
The reason why I'm calling is that our fundraising is tomorrow, and I want all our brothers and sisters to get ready for. I mean, this morning, if you're in Biafra land, but people in Biafra land should not donate. Our brothers and sisters in the diaspora should get ready for our fundraising tomorrow, 7 p.m. Biafran time. Okay, I've made that one very clear. I cannot keep quiet without talking about what Chika Edoziem did today. He came and sacked us twice. He came and sacked us 2 times. Not twice.
That is frustration. Maybe did you be that? Maybe did you be that?
These guys, we all pilot are on the side of the two, and we're going to keep on exposing them.
Of course.
So that is why he's panicking. He knows that, they are eating the forbidden fruit, and everybody now knows the truth. So the Umeri account is only a approved account, and he knows. We posted him, and he was not happy. That is why we came and included my name again for the second time. Anyways, concerning this Ejiofor update, my brother, I do, of course, you know my stand concerning Ejiofor, but when he's talking about this peacemaking, and just like you rightly asked those questions, who is conducting the peace? Because it is the DOA that's supposed to conduct peace. It's not true. Exactly. Exactly people again. Are you aware how many people they sack today?
Yeah.
So who are the people conducting promoting peace. So all these things are just caricature. They are just doing damage control. These people are doing damage control. Chika doesn't think and do damage control, blaming the elders that he supported. He was the one that told us about the elders on the 4th of November 2021. Our leader has already been telling us that he will never have anything to do with these elders. And it was Chika that brought the elders again to us out of November. So but today he's coming to do damage control because they have failed him again. He's part of the game. He's working with Yohanese. He did not condemn them. He did not condemn with Yohanese going to beg for every presidency in the north. He did not do anything about it. He didn't even mention Yohanese. He didn't even mention the strategies and the things we are going to do to release our leader Mazinam Mikano. Is he afraid to be mentioning our leader again, Mazinam Mikano? So all these things will make you understand that they are just manipulating us. They want to manipulate the governments. But for us, the other pilots, they know that we cannot be manipulated. So today, we just came to do damage control. The same way Chika is able to do damage control today on Radio Biafra, is the same way Ejiofor is doing. He's trying to do damage control to try to calm us down. But that is not what we want. Tell them that is not what we want. We don't want Ejiofor to conduct any peace. How can there be peace when our leader is still in DSS custody? What nonsense. If I say him, how can you say we need peace when our leader is still in DSS custody? The only peace we need now is our leader to be freed unconditionally. Exactly. Ejiofor and their group and the US, how they plan, the way they planned it, however they did it, and showed our leader, we should use that same method and bring our leader out. Until then, that is what we are going to be talking about peace. We cannot have peace with our enemies. We cannot have peace with our oppressors. Instead of that peace, and they are still killing us. What kind of peace is that one? So, my brother, I do not it. That update does not make sense. We want to hear that our leader will be released tomorrow. We want to hear the update about our leader to be released, not any other caricature conversation, because that is their tactics. You know what they are doing is because they know that we have exposed them. So right now, what they are telling them to do now is for them to pile and pretend as if we are on our side and pretend as if they are doing the right thing, so that they will continue to bring us in and then hit us. That is their secret. But we have exposed them. We will expose them just like we have been doing. We are autopiloters, the people standing on the side of the truth, and we cannot give up, we cannot be deceived. Our mission is only three. Our mission is only three. The sustaining of ESN. That is why we are doing fundraising for ESN and donations for ESN. And the second one is the release of our leader unconditionally to our civil disobedience. Sit at home every Sunday, every Monday, every Friday. Friday is coming, and every economic sanctions that we are going to impose. And the last one is the referendum for our freedom. That is our mission. So we don't need any other conversation that is out of this. Thank you very much, my brother, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, my comrade. I appreciate you. Thank God that you came. We are happy. We will continue until we get to our final destination, which is freedom for Biafran people. Thanks a lot, my brother. Okay. Now, Akbarawa Sonny, please talk to us as we move forward. Akbarawa Sonny, please go ahead.
Biafrans all over the world, I greet you all. Biafra Unite, I salute you. And everyone that is watching us, if you are joining us now, or you will watch this program later, you are welcome, and we encourage you to continue watching until you get to the end of it, because every bit of it is impacted.
Definitely.
Like Biafra Unite normally says, there is so much food in the kitchen. So come with your small plate so that you can get yours and feed yourself. This is the Akbarawa Sonny reaching you from my end, and I welcome you all. How is it going in your end? Thank God for seeing today. But tomorrow is the D-Day, so we have to be there tomorrow. So do not miss out of tomorrow, and whatever music or dance that is being played today, leave it today and let it just fly away, because tomorrow we have something very important. Listening to the community, I have not even analyzed it yet until when I look at it very well. But talking about peace from the one I just heard now, They are not the ones to come and put peace. They want to put peace because we are not children that they will now use one or two things to cajole us into believing something that will come to be. Then we now leave what we are doing and then start jumping at it. No, this is not 1967. This is 2020. And the Biafrans we have today are wisdom endowed. We can use what we have to see what is about to come without being told, because this is a different era. It's not what we used to have before. Let me deviate a bit to say something about what I had in the afternoon, because I shed tears and then I raged. Why? Because of the people in Biafra land. Chika Edoziem came out and then was calling the names of Biafrans. I don't know if you had touched that area before now, because we were busy in Barawa and Sima's joint broadcast, so I don't know. Okay, so let me put a little into that area, because even as I'm seated here now, I am still raged over that matter. Coming to call our names on social media, for those of us that are in abroad, we have no problem about that. We are so happy when you call our names. Like you call Sima's names how many times, and you say you're sacking him several times. It is kudos, because you're making our names to become more popular, and you're making Biafrans to know us more the more because of the good work that we are doing. So for you to be calling names is one question I should ask you. For how long will you be coming to call them? Because anytime you're coming online, Biafrans' ears are itching. Whose name will be called today? Instead of asking what strategies will be implemented today to the release of our leader, Biafrans will be itching their ears to hear whose name will be called today. That is so shameful of you, Chika Edoziem, at wherever you are. Please, in your next broadcast, try to include my name, Amparawa Soni. If you don't know the full name, get and find out from wherever you normally find out, so that you can include my name, because I will not stop speaking the truth. For the fact that it has become a crime for every family member of IPOB to have entrusted his or her name in full, according to the way it is on passport or on ID card or on the NIN document which the zoo government established. It has become a crime. It's just like saying that maybe you became an IPOB member, now it has become a crime, because those are the people that are coming on live broadcast to call your name to the international community, and also to call your name to the zoo government, and even to tell them of your village, tell them of your parent location, tell them of your unit family, tell them of the position you own in IPOB, tell them of the position you are in ESN, tell them of where they can find you, even to your village. That is so appalling.
Can I cut you a little bit?
Happening.
Let me cut you a little bit. Let me cut you.
Yes, sir, you may go on.
Now, what you are saying right now, you know my happiness is that before you started, you said you don't know if I have touched that area because you were busy on Nsima's program, right? I think that's what you said. Good.
Yes, sir.
Now,
yes, sir.
Good. Now, Biafran people, I want all of you who are listening right now, and those, please call out on WhatsApp. Hold on. I know why I picked your call. Just hold on. I will get to you. Now, I want all Biafrans who are listening right now to judge this. The same thing that I said from beginning of this very broadcast, how Chika Edoziem came on Radio Biafra and mentioned the name of IPOB family members, including their location and the department that they occupy in IPOB, in the name of sacking them. I also gave references on if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants to sack any IPOB principal officer in Biafra land. since he came back on radio, he came back to broadcast on Radio Biafra since 2019. He never mentioned anybody's location or name. If you want to say, you say the IPOB coordinator in so zone, you are sacked. He doesn't mention their names. But Chika Edoziem came and mentioned the names of these people, the position they occupy, including their locations. That is direct sabotage of Biafran people at large. Not just that, not just those. Continue. Go ahead, my brother. Please, go ahead. This is the same thing that I say, even when you were not here. So Biafrans can now,
okay,
and compare.
Biafrans understand. If you did not listen to that broadcast, that is why at times when you see us stream some broadcasts of Chika Edoziem that comes like an announcement, we know reasons why we stream them. We stream them for record purposes, because it will take us time to extract some evidences when we want them. How can you come out as a leader which you claim you are? First, you started by saying that the zoo government are killing our people. You called Hope Uzodinma for bringing Mieti Hala to come and kill our people. Then you now call the pig, which you said is Asari Dokubo, for saying all sort of shit against IPOB and also recruiting his foot soldiers to come into our lands. At the end of it all, you decided to tell us that you are working hand in hand with them. How? You said that by telling them, wait, let me tell you where you can go and locate them. That is what you did, Chika Edoziem. You sat and then mentioned the name. You called them. You called them as coordinators, deputy coordinators, and then you mentioned their names and their locations. The same thing that you did to the ESN officials, which you called their names, and then, oh my God, I don't know what has happened to you people to this extent that you now have to be the one to give the zoo government a lead to kill your own people. And then you will still come back crying like a baby dog while you're the people leading them and giving them the leading role. When have you had in Chika, in Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast, come on at a daring time of this kind to be calling the names of his coordinators in Biafra lands when they are already looking for them to kill? When they kill people day in, day out in Biafra lands, but you are the one still coming out to call their names to the public and tell the zoo government you can go and locate them in so place. This one is a coordinator. This one is an IPOB. This one is an ESN officer. Oh, where are we going to? When you see Simon Ekpa comes on air to lambast you people of your non-entity and your sarcastic manner of handling things, you say is hatred. What hatred do you think that man is having over you? That man is only seeing that everything is derailing out of the way our leader had put it in place. And then he tried to put it in order so that everything would not go out the way. But because of your personal and selfish interests, you wouldn't align your way to see that things go the right way. Even if you don't have wisdom, can't you seek for one? People pay to acquire wisdom. People pay people to come and advise them in order to take some decisions. In a dying situation of this kind, where security is so much at risk, you don't come on Radio Biafra and start calling names of Biafrans. You don't come on Radio Biafra and start calling names of ESN officials. The same zoo government that are looking for a way of killing the ESN officials are the people that you come to call the names and then give them on air. So what happens to your so-called coordinators that you have on ground, that you cannot work with them and then dish out orders to them and say, deliver this letter in your family unit that this person should be dismissed? You decide to come on air and then give the Zoo government a lead. When MNK now stood in the court and said, I am not a leader of that proscribed group, but I am speaking for the Biafran people, you misunderstood him because you lack wisdom of discernment. If I were him, after all this rubbish that you are doing, will I go and say, yes, I am a leader of that person that goes on Radio Biafra to be calling the names of my people for you to go and kill? No. Including their locations and their villages. Because when you know them as an IPOB coordinator, a coordinator will not come from Anambra and then come and rule in Imo State. That coordinator must be a resident of Imo State and a resident of that unit before you can emerge as a coordinator. And a coordinator should not be elected by the IPOB principal unit. No, it should be elected by the family, because it is the family that sees the works of that coordinator and says, we want this person to lead us. So when you now come and call the name, you are already selling them out. What happened to Equator? Equator, they came to kill him. They did not find him, but they decided to pack all the siblings. Idara Gold, Biafra, she is in detention because they came to eliminate the brother. How did they kill Ikonso? Many of you have hands in what happened to Ikonso because of this, your recklessness of how you handle issues. I would have been so happy if it was my name that you were calling over and over again. When you were calling Sima's name, I was happy because you were promoting my brother. Yes, you were promoting him because you have said you sacked him before, then you come back again and say you sack him again. All because of what? You saw that we released a video that proved you abortive of you denying that ESN and Umweri account is not the one that we need. But yesterday we released a video for that. So it was aired on Sima's program. You think that we don't know why we release it? Because we know what people are. And for your information, we are not here for recognition, because somebody was asking us if our leader comes out tomorrow and say that all what the autopiloters are doing, he does not agree with them, then he decides to go with DOS. We are not for recognition. All we are doing is to see MNK out and to see ESN sustained and see our people freed and kept in order. Not for personal recognition like what people are doing. You go to lick the ass of the Zoo government, you go to lick the ass of the rulers in our land, and then you come back covering your face in shame, only for you to come back again to be calling the names of your people for them to go and kill. That is the only thing that is raging me over the night. Because I cannot be in the same struggle with you while you keep on doing these things. How many times have we done expositions about these things? Chika and Woro will do the same thing. UDOS have done it several times. The other time, China and Woro came out and said, last time there was a renowned politician in Biafra land that his car got lost. We used our ESN to recover the car. A politician, but I don't want to mention the name of the politician. You now say you used ESN. We came out and then we said that we are exonerating the ESN that was formed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for that evil act. That it is your own ESN that you form, that you use. Because we know the legal implications of that, of those your utterances. But you cannot learn up till now. Because of what? Hatred for Simon Ekpa. Hatred for autopilot. You now turn the meaning of autopilot to suit you the way you give the narrative, so that people will buy in to the extent that nobody should share anything that has to do with the narrative. But we have shocked you. You confirm the Umueri account, which you have been coming on air, which your boys have been coming on air to debunk every day. But in that video of yesterday, you confirm the Umueri account and you announce it to Biafrans that is the only account that is being approved. So Biafrans all over the world, God knows how he does things. It took us time to get to it, but it came at the very 11th hour. It's like food is good to eat when it is hot, because at that time now you can feel the taste very well. Please, you all should come out tomorrow and be part and parcel of the fundraising. Biafra Unite. Yes, I'm not only here to speak and then run out. I am here to stay with you and also to guide your time, because we have a very big work to do tomorrow. So don't stay and forget yourself. Okay. I'm on the anchor.
Thank you, my brother. Stay. Can I, before I talk to Erasmus, I have been having loads of missed calls. Let me see who I can talk to right now. Caller on WhatsApp, tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, this is same Erasmus.
Oh, the same Erasmus?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me remove you from screen. Then go ahead.
Okay. I didn't want to join the group before, but after that update from Barrister Ejiofor, it was important to join the podcast. Now, there is something that we are probably, and until that thing is sorted out, we will not be able to move forward. From every indication, Barrister Ejiofor is working with the enemy. I'm going to prove it to you. If you remember, this, I think early December or late November last year, Biafra land was a little bit hot. There was a lot of people, a lot of groups coming up and saying, giving ultimatum. Even some people was saying ultimatum, but as people were saying, a lot of things were going on that if by December 15th, the canon is not before December 15th, I don't know if you still remember, that if the canon is not released, there are nobody will do Christmas in Biafra land. Do you still remember?
Yeah.
Now, during that period, do you remember what happened? Barrister Ejiofor gave a press conference. I've been trying to dig it out. Where I know you are an investigative journalist, do your investigation and pull out all the videos, press conference or press statement by Barrister Ejiofor. There was one particular press statement where he specifically said, I give you assurance that Umar Kanu will be released on or before the next court date, I think, which was January. What was
January 18, 19, 20. I'm aware of what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yes, he said, as she used the word, I give you the assurance that you will be released on or before. And immediately he gave that statement. I told my friend, look at exactly what is going on. This thing is going to water down everything, because now, when you decide to do something, you look as if you are actually the one fighting against the release of Unadika.
Exactly.
His lawyer is coming out to say he is giving you assurance because you don't know who he lose. That's why he can give you assurance that this person will be released on or before this date. Now, if anybody is not trying to fight now, say, we really said, these people are the ones that don't want our leader to come out.
Yeah.
I told my friend, that was what happened.
You are right.
After that statement, everything went and people got up. Now I'm surprised. A lot of people, I don't really understand. We have small people in this struggle, but I'm still surprised. Why is it that nobody has come out to ask by Ejiofor, which information did you have that we don't have, that made you to come out and give that assurance to Biafrans that Nnamdi Kanu will be released on or before the next court date? Why is nobody asking? I'm wondering. Because even you are not, I have not heard Samuel ask that question. I have not heard Musima ask that question. That is a pertinent question. You should answer that question. What information did he have?
My brother.
That's made you to come out and give that, because my brother, this is very important.
Yes.
Because these people are playing on our intelligence.
I know
exactly what he's trying to do now.
Let me say something. If you follow us very well, you must have known how many times I personally have addressed Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. And whenever I address him, it's not always a laughing matter. I'm always very, very serious and strict whenever I address Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. But one thing I have not done is to insult him or to try to portray him or his name as maybe a saboteur. Because we are still giving him that benefit of doubt only because of Onye Ndumazi Nnamdi Kanu he is representing And whenever we see Onyendu with him in the court, we see that smile on his face. Are you getting it now? So
yeah, because he sees he doesn't know what's going on.
Yes.
He doesn't, you know what?
Hold on a little bit. 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 Because of, first of all, is Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor's relationship with Onyendu till this minute as the legal counsel. That is number one. And number two, we all know what Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor has passed through in this very, struggle, although he may not be the registered IPOB member, but attempted murder, attempted assassination, failed assassination, burning down his country home, and all that. So we have seen it all, and that's why we are still giving him the benefit of doubt. And believe you me, by the time the spirit of Biafra will move, nobody will stop her. It will stop him. Thank you for that.
Yeah, but hold on, please. Before I run on, I'm not advising anybody to attack him or anything, right? But there are pertinent questions. Dig up that broadcast. Let's ask him what was the reason. What did he know? Because it was an assurance given to Biafrans. When the land was hot, and a lot of people were rising up saying, the Kanu must not do Christmas in DSS custody. The Kanu does Christmas in DSS custody. Nobody will do Christmas in Biafra land. That was when he came out and made that statement. He said, I'm giving you assurance that I am up before. That was his language. You can dig it up. What did he know? It's a simple question. What did he know that we didn't know before that time, that before he gave that assurance? And what has changed? You understand? Because these statements that he just gave, now that you are just looking at a simple statement, no. Now everything is moving, and you see a lot of people are rising up. And a lot of people are ready to show disobedience and everything to make this happen. And he just brought out this report to try to water down this thing and to give DOS this to say, oh, we are still doing something. What? In fact, we have to decide to do something. We have to decide nobody should be partial. He should stop defending this man, because we are not daft, I'm not stupid.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for your contribution. Actually, everybody's angry. And talking about the press release he's talking about, made by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I have the press release. But we are going to allow the spirit of Biafra to lead, to direct us as we move forward. Akparawa Sonny, my brother, do you have anything to say over that?
At times, we seem to jump over things that are unimportant when it's not the time. Leave Barrister Ejiofor for now. Why don't you even look at the person that is using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name to give a wrong narrative in the media? That man in South Africa was in a broadcast telling the whole world and telling the zoo government that the fundraising that is being done by IPOB is to use to fund terrorists. And the terrorist that he is talking about is Eastern Security Network. If you are fighting the same fight, or you're going into the bush to hunt together with your brother now decide to use your leg as the leg of an antelope to start and end.
Sorry, my
yes,
brother.
Sir.
So these uneducated fools make comments unnecessarily without trying to know the implication of the comment or the gravity of the comment or the damages the comment they are making carries. How could someone say a Biafran man is raising funds to fund terrorists in Biafra land? Inviting the zoo army and police to continue invading Biafra land and massacring the Biafran youths. They do not know the implication of the comments they make on media. And to them, they think that they are blackmailing, they are blackmailing people, they are blackmailing those that do not buy their idea of working on the ground. To them, they think that they are blackmailing autopilots or autopiloters. But they do not know the implication of their comments. Who is this Biafran man or Biafran people funding terrorism in Biafra land? That the Nigerian army has to move in immediately. And they don't care about who is this person. Someone has told them somewhere that there are people funding terrorism in Biafra land. So they have to move in immediately and massacre the people. And when you ask them, they will tell you, of course, they are having gone well with the terrorists. They have evidence. Someone told them. The Biafran people, you must listen and know where you channel your energy to. Thank you. Go ahead, my brother.
That is the problem we have. Many of us listen to videos just for listening's sake. They don't listen to extract something. But for us in the autopilot brain, we do critical reasoning, because it is only when you reason well and then listen to something that you could be able to extract some intricate utterances that will be able to give food to what you're looking for. Now, the same Meeti Allah that has been brought to our land, that Opus Odima said, he brings them to come and fight insecurity in our land. Their own land is in chaos. Their own lands, they are killing people every day. Meeti Allah is now proving to you that they can fight insecurity more than the army, more than the navy, more than the air force. Sorry for even mentioning the army, because it is not the work of the army to come and fight internal security. But because of the unprofessionalism which the zoo security operatives have in their mindset, they can hardly detect between the rules of engagement of a particular force and another. But it is so disheartening when you have to hear from the mouth of someone that says he is fighting side by side with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, opening his own mouth directly, not indirectly, directly telling the whole world that the ESN which he is clamoring for is a terrorist group that is being sponsored, that the fund that is being raised is to use to fund a terrorist group, which is the ESN. These are things you people need to be going to their platforms to tell them that they should not be opening their mouth to talk anyhow. They should try to have a script, write their speeches down before they come out and start saying them. Because when they are not being guided, they cause more harm to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is even where he is. That is why you see that day by day, the zoo government working with them are trying to come and take some evidences from them to go and implicate Nnamdi Kanu, who is inside detention. Then you ask yourself, did Nnamdi Kanu commit extra charges while he is inside detention? That brings you back now to why he said, I am not a member of this proscribed IPO you're talking about, but I am a member of the indigenous persons, the whole Biafran people. So I'm not just a member of a particular group, for people to understand, and they don't have sense. So my brother that raised an issue about Ejiofor, I have my reservations. If you watch most of my previous broadcasts, you will see when I attack our lawyers because of some utterances that comes out. Utterances like our lawyer, our leader said nobody should cause problem in IPOB. The ones that are going on autopiloted side, this one should do like this. No, your own work is to go and do the legal work. We did not send you to come and tell us how to arrange the family. No.
Of course.
When Kanunta put words into your mouth and tells you to bring it to come and deliver to us, don't come and give us that way. Just say what our leader said, and then don't include another thing to come and tell us to be able to sweet our ear. We don't want to hear it. I've told you several times that all we want to hear is how hard and how bad our leader is being treated inside. That will give us the morale to increase whatever we are doing to see him out. But if you come and tell us he is in high spirit, he is relaxed, he is okay, that will not even make us to do anything, because we will feel that, oh, tomorrow he is coming out. No, the Zoo government does not need that kind of hand. The Zoo government needs iron hand. We need to finger them day in, day out. By the time they see our actions and act, that is when they start doing the needful. So let us focus on the important issues, not someone that is coming to give us advice of peace. Our leader is in detention, you're talking of peace. The peace should have started from the people that knew about his kidnap and refused to tell us. The peace should have started from the people that flaunted his orders when he gave orders for things to be carried out, and they said over their dead body will they do it. The peace should have started when they said Simon Ekpa should be given a slot to fire on the fire that is inside of him, so that the Zoo government will be burning while MNK is behind bars, so that the spirit of Biafra will be agitated and will be reignited in the brains and the bodies of the Biafrans. That is where you should have talked about peace. You should have talked about peace when they said, transfer this money to so-so account. Then you just obey and transfer the money. The peace should have come when we said worldwide protest, and then we continued without you stopping it. The peace should have continued when you said, sit at home, and then we did the sit at home without you coming to stop it, and then without giving us any lead role to know the next way forward. The peace should have come in when Biafrans now continue to do the same sit at home, unanimously without any compulsion from anybody. And yet, you, the leadership, came out and gave order to the Zoo government that they can go and clamp down on these people that are sitting at home. What did you see yesterday? You saw some police of the Biafran unit, the police of the Biafran tribes being promoted. They promoted them, and then they gave them a mandate. The mandate they gave them for using the promotion to brainwash them is for them to go and do everything possible to stop the sit at home. Then when you checked all these people that say they are Al-Majri, Rat, and Radio Biafra, they were publicizing the thing. They are so happy that the Zoo government has unleashed police to come out and then say they are going to do everything possible to stop sit at home. So you people were posting it. You did not even use it to do broadcast, to do exposition. No, you were posting it and sharing it. You saw how the thing was being shared all over the place. So you were so happy that they will now come and clamp down on your people for sitting at home, civil disobedience that is universally accepted for the freedom of your people. Then I wonder where you are working for. And you Chika Edoziem, you implicated yourself again in that broadcast of approval of ESN account, which you said, anybody that rejects this account, the person should tell us who he is working for. if he's working for the Biafran people and to the interest of Biafrans, or if he's working for the enemy. So you have questions to answer to yourself. And only Chukwu Okike Abiama will you pay that answer to. There was a.
Okay, my brother, thank you so much for that wonderful piece of contribution. I appreciate that. Now, we are heading towards this very, we are heading towards the end of this very broadcast. And Biafran people, please, I want to use this medium to tell every Biafran that Facebook has actually blocked our official Biafra Unite Facebook page and group. Our Facebook group has 15,000 something followers. Is it people? 15,000 something, hundreds follow people that are in that very group, while our Facebook page has 12,000 followers and 2,700 likes. So Facebook has blocked it. Of course, you know the work we do. Definitely, a lot of all these errats keep on, you know, reporting our pages. If Reverend Father Mbaka is reporting our our content on YouTube, then what about the errats? What about the DOS that we have busted and they have lost relevance in Biafra struggle? So now it is clear. So we have opened a new Facebook page. We have not actually created another group, but we have opened a new Facebook page. So that very page, I have already posted it. I have posted it on the comment section. So please, you can click that very link for you to be able to join or to follow and like our new Facebook page. We are broadcasting live on that very page. As I'm speaking to you right now, we are actually broadcasting there. So many people must have looked for us since over 3 weeks now that very page you know, was blocked. It's still there right now. If you go to Facebook right now and type Biafra Unite, you will still see it, but we cannot access it. We cannot be able to open it. We can't even open, not talk less of posting something, we can't open it. But if you try to open it from your own Facebook, it is accessible for you. But for us, it is no longer accessible. So please use this very link, which is right there on the comment section. Click the link and join, follow us and like the page, so that you can be able to have unlimited, you know, post or whatsoever that we drop on Facebook. So that is it. Thank you for that. My brother, tomorrow is our sit at home, and that very sit at home is going to be wonderful. As you can see, the ERADs and the criminal DOS members have helped us to promote this.
Sorry, fundraising, not sit at home, fundraising.
Oh, sorry, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. I'm sorry for that. Fundraising. Tomorrow is our fundraising, which is on 28th. It's already a new day, by the way, because the time right now is 24 minutes past 1 a.m. in Biafra land. So it's already today. So today is our fundraising, which is coming by 7 p.m. Biafran time. And as you all know, my brother Akbarawa Soni, the ERADs and their criminal DOS handlers have already helped us to promote this very flyer beyond every beyond our own imagination. And this very flyer has gone far and wide. Almost, I think there is no any Biafran, whether genuine or not, that can say that he or she is not actually aware of this very, fundraising today. So please, I want you to speak briefly over this very fundraising before we call it a day on this very live broadcast. Thank you. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay, Biafrans, as you all know, this fundraising flyer has been circulating very well. Oh, it has circulated so well and so wide. Because the people that thought they are doing themselves more harm have turned it to become good. So maybe every time we will be giving them the flyer to share it for us. Kudos to them for helping us to share the flyer. I did encourage them to even put it on Radio Biafra. I don't know whether they did it because they should have used 8 hours to work on it, just like they used to sit down 8 hours to talk on Simon Ekpa and Nelly Ofewu. So Biafrans all over the world, tomorrow is the fundraising and we encourage you all to come out en masse, participate, stay from the beginning to the end, give your support. We shall be streaming live. So we will be bringing you into the Zoom right from our different platforms. We will be showing it live. Then you can come in with the link, make your contributions, go out, give some other people the space to come in. You can still continue watching from our different platforms, the YouTubes, the Facebook, and also on Simon Ekpa platforms, because it will be live also. We are not sleeping and we are not backing down because we know the importance of sustaining our security men on ground. I encourage you to understand that your security of our land is in the hands of the Eastern Security Network. Without a security structure, you cannot sustain. That is why the Zoo government is falling off from every angle. Because what has happened, their security structure has been tampered with. That is why you see that nothing is moving. Any nation cannot succeed with a fragile security structure. That is why our leader thought it wise to set up the security apparatus which are working. Can you imagine how wisdom endowed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is? He is in detention, right? But he has a security architecture which is set up to protect you. Can't you see how selfless and sacrificial this man is? He is behind bars, but he set up a security architecture to protect people from killing you. So you should collect small sense, borrow small brain from person, make you use and take reason, please. Person will be say they don't lock them up, but it is your own interest and well-being that was his primary objective. To see that you live well and they stop killing you, they stop cutting you into pieces in the bushes. For your lands and forests and bushes to be safe for you to go in, cultivate and make your crops and then come out with it and make ends meet so that you can feed your family and live fat. When ESN was formed in 2020, or when it was launched in 2020 December, in that December time, the people in Biafra land gave testimonies of the differences that had ensued with the emergence of ESN. It happened last year also. Even as the enemies in the family have tried all they can to destroy ESN. That is why you see us here, knowing that that is the heartbeat of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that ESN. We decide to make sure that it stands strong, it stands firm. Nobody should shake it off, because When there is money, we can sustain ESN. But if you cut off the financial funnel that is funding ESN, you will see that everything will deteriorate. The enemies understand this very well. That is why they have tried to use the people that are inside the family, and they advise them. That is why I give kudos to the people that advise the DOS. The people that advise the DOS to come out on air and say they sack Dr. Nelly, they sack Madam Oyibo, they sack Rabbi Charles. Those people, I give kudos to them because they went back to sit down and study and understand how you can destroy a structure. You have to look for the foundation before you can destroy a structure. And that foundation is the financial foundation. Because when you destroy the financial foundation of ESN, you can destroy ESN. That is why you saw that DOS started by implementing the ordinances of the DSS advice and the rulers of our land by coming to say, I sack Madam Oyibo. Do you know the work Madam Oyibo is doing? Madam Oyibo is the sole signatory to Umweri account, the account that is funding ESN. Without Madam Oyibo, we cannot withdraw any money or finance ESN. Without Madam Oyibo, this ESN fundraising that we are doing cannot be approved. Without Madam Oyibo, this ESN will not come to be tomorrow. So she is the one that is appointed to take charge of it. So when you see all these Chinasa Belbok and all those Almajiri Irat coming to talk about ESN and any fundraising that is being done, you should ask them, what do you know about ESN fundraising? The DOS is just an administrative structure that has to look after the administrative body. The financial unit is one structure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu set up to be a kind of independent on its own for fundraising, that fundraising unit, because he knows that when that side is compromised and blocked down, everything will crumble. So when DOS now tried and came out and say, I sacked Madam Oyibo, I sacked Dr. Nelly, I sacked Rabbi Charles, he knows what he was doing, because when he succeeds in sacking those people and destroying the financial unit that fund goes to ESN, ESN will be totally crumbled. But thanks to them, thanks to Madam Oyibo, thanks to Nelly Ofewu, thanks to Simon Ekpa, thanks to everyone, thanks to Biafra Unite, thanks to Nsima, I wouldn't praise myself. Thanks to every one of you that are watching us and also sharing every broadcast that we are doing, that creates the awareness and makes people stand on the side of the truth, to understand what you need to do and why you have to continue doing it, to see to the sustenance of ESN. Because without your ESN, your land would have been taken over by now. Do you see what is happening in the north? What you see happening in the north, the way they are slaughtering people, the way that they have made the indigenous people to become refugees in their own indigenous lands. You now have refugee camps. Refugee camps were being seen in Europe and in Western world, where we go there and then we seek asylum. But now you have refugee camps in the north. In the Nigeria, where you say that you have a sitting president that is alive. That is how people claim he is. People claim that he is alive and is still ruling. But yet, the assailant that comes into the land, takes over the land, then flush out the indigenous persons of the land, and then take charge of the land. The people now becomes refugee in their own land. What is happening in the north would have been 1,000 times compared to what will have come to happen in our lands, in Biafra lands. Do you know why it would have come to be so? Because the rulers that we have in our lands, they are all stooges. They are people that are sold out, people that can collect money to kill all of you. That is why you see what Uzodimma is doing. You saw Obiozo. Obiozo was the one that told Uzodimma, if IPOB does not want to leave Imo State, do to them what you wish to do. So the next day you saw Uzodimma brought Mieti Allah to come and start killing people. Do you understand what is happening? So your own would have been worse than any other thing compared to what is happening in the north, because the Fulani government already knows that your brothers and sisters, your governors, your senators, your religious leaders, and your political, sorry for using the word leaders, your political rulers and religious rulers and traditional rulers, the organizers, them, all of them, that they are all bought off. It's just for you to give them a chicken penny. They'll sell all of you out. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be praised for knowing the implicating factor of him being behind bars, but yet he set up a security to protect you. So you have every reason to be part and parcel of any fundraising that is being done, so that your ESN will be sustained and they will be kicking. They will continue living, so that our enemies will live in shames and in shambles. It is not only when we have fundraising that you should donate to ESN. You can visit our website in USA, which is www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Enter that website when you are lying down on your bed, wherever you are, in your office, you're even inside the train, you're in the car, maybe you're even playing football, your phone just beep. You can do a transfer. Just put your Visa card, you transfer, you do the payment, the thing don't enter. Now, if you don't have Visa card, someone might have Visa card around you. Instead of you going to go and look for your coordinator or your treasurer in your unit, forget about all that. For now, everywhere is hot, so you cannot entrust your money into anybody's hands. The only persons that you can entrust your money into is this account that was proved by our leader, even while he is in detention. If there is anything that was told to be implemented, this is one of it that was implemented. But after they implemented it, they came out to still debunk it again, not knowing that that video, we can still go and find them and bring them out. Thank God to Elohim for wisdom. So you can visit this website, make your donations, support ESN, and support anything funding of IPOB at your own disposal. You can set it up to be a recurring payment, which will be coming every month or every week or every year. Anyhow, any amount you want. You can make a one-time payment. Maybe in our next broadcast, maybe tomorrow morning, we will try to open that website. Then we will show you how you can navigate on the website, make the payment so that you know how far. So that you don't need to wait until when we have ESN fundraising on a Zoom before you support your ESN. ESN is your security, and without your security, you cannot be sustained, because everything that you will work for will be destroyed. So please, we have done 2 hours, 33 minutes on top of the hour. We wouldn't want to stay longer than this. We implore you all, please invite your friends and lovers of freedom and well-wishers that they should come. Anyone that has a doubt and say, no, your DOS disallowed this account on it, send that video that was released yesterday. In some platforms, it was released today. Send that video to them to listen to it and hear the approval of it, so that they will be able now to understand and know that it is clear. Because Biafrans are some kind of gullible in nature, that if they don't see something with their kudo eyes, they go to act like Oloku. So at times we need to bring evidence for you to see it, evidentially based, so that you now be convinced. Anyway, I wouldn't blame anybody, because now is a time for us not to trust anything that is being said until you see the evidences, because our leader is not the one speaking. It is I said or he said, but that is not what we want to hear. Until we hear from him himself, from his voice. Even a baby inside the womb can detect the voice of MNK. Let me stop here for now. Please bring in everybody in tomorrow and be part and parcel of the fundraising. There we go.
Ndewo, my brother, Akbarawa Sonny, what a wonderful guy we have in IPOB autopiloters. I appreciate you so much, my brother, from another mother. It is not easy to have someone like you, highly endowed with experience and someone who knows how to, narrate and put his words very, very straight, and know where to channel his energy and how to direct his words. So thank you, my brother. I believe that is also your what is it called? Your closing remarks as well, because we have already come to the end of this very broadcast. Like as we said, this time around, we will be making our broadcast very, very brief, at least 2 hours for now. A time shall come when we will start making it 1 hour, sometimes 50 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes, even 30 minutes, at least for our people in Biafra land to, to be able to listen to the broadcast from beginning till the end. Because, the challenges we have here, not everyone can afford the internet or the network that will enable them to listen or to be online for complete 2 hours. It is not easy. So we are trying everything we can to make sure that our broadcast comes, nowadays in a very, very brief way. So thank you, my brother Akbarawa Sonny. I appreciate. I'm very, very happy that you came, even though you came towards the end of this very broadcast. And then, Biafran people, I salute you all. I thank you for listening. Thank you so much. You are seeing the account on your screen. Endeavor to be there tomorrow. Invite everyone invitable, be it friends, family members, relatives, or whatsoever. Invite all of them to join this very fundraising, because we want to prove to the devil that the darkness can never, ever in any way, overshadow the light. It is not possible. So thank you all for listening. God bless Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. God bless the members of the Eastern Security Network. God protect them wherever they are. Guide them, O God, and hide them from the eyes of the enemies. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen. God bless all members of IPOB family worldwide. And God bless all Biafrans and lovers of freedom. And anyone who is planning evil against the genuine freedom fighters in IPOB. May their days be dark. May their life be dark and sleepy. May their lives be dark and sleepy. And may the angel of God pursue them. May they never see good in this world. Anybody who is against the release of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, anybody who is genuinely fighting against Eastern Security Network, not genuinely, that's a mistake. Anybody who is purposely, yes, that's what I wanted to use. Anybody who is purposely fighting against the Eastern Security Network, anybody who is purposely sabotaging the members of the Eastern Security Network, may their days be dark and slippery. May their lives be destroyed beyond repair or recognition. Anybody who is purposely fighting against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, pretending to be genuine in public. Anybody, I repeat, oh God, I pray today, anybody who is purposely fighting against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but comes in the public to pretend to be genuine, may your wrath rise against them and destroy them and their household. Anybody purposely fighting against the freedom of Biafran people, secretly he is an enemy, and in the public he pretends to be genuine, may your wrath rise against them and destroy them. No matter who that person is, may you never spare them and their entire generation. And at the end of the day, victory shall be ours, and we all will dance and march into the glorious land of Biafra, the land that you, O Lord God, had promised to our ancestors. We shall march to our glorious destiny, which is freedom. Thank you all for listening. I appreciate you for being here. Please, once we are done, as I'm speaking right now, I am already reposting the Zoom link, the link to the Zoom meeting that we shall be using for this very wonderful fundraising this evening. Please go to our community and click the link, or you can copy it and post, copy it and paste it somewhere on whichever device you are using. Copy the link. I have already posted it. That is the first thing you are going to see on the community of this very platform. What you need to do is just click the link. You don't need to click the link right now because the meeting is not ready yet. So what you need to do is for you to copy it. Copy the information which I have posted, and then paste it somewhere that is going to be very, very easy and conducive for you, so that immediately it is 7 p.m. this evening, you go to that place that you have pasted and saved it, you click that link, you are ready, you are set to join the Zoom meeting. And once you join, you can be able to contribute to your own security, not just me alone, your own security and your generations to come. Whatever you do in support of ESN, you are not doing it for me. If I never be able to see the gospel of Elohim and how our leader started and how he is doing it until he was kidnapped. That is where we stand. I have no any benefit. I am not beneficial. I am not beneficial, or I am not among the beneficiaries of this very fundraising. The people who are beneficiaries are the ESN operatives. Not even the money is not even given to them in cash. That is something you must understand, because they are not being paid salaries. These men are not receiving salaries. There is no any negotiation of how much their salary is. They are all volunteer army. They are all volunteer. So this money is to use it to keep them healthy, including their families that they have left behind, to secure the motherland and make sure that every tool that they need in their duty post is, provided. That is all. Not the money is not even given to them direct. That is to show you how tough it is. They are all volunteers. This is to keep them healthy and the families that they left behind, to fight and secure the motherland, and to make sure that they lack no tool for their duty. So I do not have anything to do with the account. The money does one shinshin doesn't come to me, doesn't come to any of my, any of my family member, as in my own share. God forbid. God forbid. Because I am not a member of ESN. So I cannot eat 1 naira from it. Even to buy me food, 1 naira, I can't. Even to buy me data, 1 naira, I can't. God in heaven bear me witness. So once you are there this evening, make sure that you support the Eastern Security Network for your own security and your generations to come. Thank you all for listening. See you later. Goodbye for now.